Sundaram joins us now live from Mumbai. Thanks so much for speaking to us. Rajesh, we keep hearing this described as unprecedented, but what do you see as the more profound effects now on Indian society, given how much this has escalated?
Well, you said unprecedented. I would say we have seen incidents like this when Indira Gandhi imposed the emergency many decades ago, and we are seeing a repeat of that right now. The kind of restrictions on the fundamental rights of the people, the right to peaceful protest, which is enshrined in the spirit of the Indian Constitution, is being repressed. There are a lot of left-wing leaders, historians, academicians, students who have been arrested, and it's been pretty much widespread. You know, there were calls for protests that were given out last evening, and there was the effective crackdown, the imposition of prohibitory orders, all of that. So yes, I think in terms of an image that India had internationally of a liberal society where free speech was accepted, where there was discussion and debate on pieces of legislation, all of that really has taken a beating now.
Okay, I mean, the government doesn't appear to be swayed at all, though. It's said that it has no intention to change course, in part because it argues Indian Muslims really aren't affected by this act. How so?
If you look at the Citizen Amendment Act, that per se doesn't really impact the Indian Muslims. But if you see that in light of the NRC, which is already coming in, which really asks all citizens of the countries to go out and register themselves and subject themselves to scrutiny, not of their own citizenship, but of the citizenship of two generations before them. And if at any given time they're not able to prove that, then only those who are Hindus or Christians or Sikhs, Parsis, those would be allowed, but Muslims would not. And they've also got plans, like in the state of Assam, to put these into detention camps. And there are plans afoot to make detention camps in large numbers across the country, where people who do not pass the test of the NRC and the Citizen Amendment Act would be detained in large numbers. So all of that really is unsettling a lot of the citizens here, not just the minorities, not just the Muslims in India, but also the liberals, the Indians who believe in secular values. And this, what you see right now, the outpouring right from the northeast, right across the country, is a manifestation of that. It's people coming out on the streets and saying that you know, these kind of changes in the secular fabric of the country that the government is trying to make, the right-wing Hindu government is trying to make, is something that is not acceptable to them.
It's a
large part
outlook.
of the population is also concerned about the economy, the way the unemployment rate is rising. The economy is in a tailspin. There are signs of stagflation. Economists even predict there could be recession. So instead of focusing on that, or to divert attention from that, you know, you have a divisive agenda that the government, many observers feel, is pushing through these pieces of legislation. And the protests would tell you about the public support that they have.
Okay, Rajesh, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up there. Thanks so much, though, for joining us with your insight from Mumbai.